In this video, I will show you how to create a course in Zenler fast and easy. So here we are at the Zenler dashboard, and all we need to do is we go to the top menu bar and we go to courses. And here you can see I have some courses that are already created, and here is a button with a plus that says create a new course. So if we want to create a new course, we simply press that button. Now the first thing I like to do is to show you a completed course. So let's use this one. This is my flexibility course. So here in the course, you can see the menu bar, an overview, course details. Now if you click that, you can give your course a title, you can give it a subtitle, a URL, you can mention the instructor's name and some other things you could do. And you can here also upload a picture or a thumbnail for your course. Now then you go to the next part, which is curriculum. And of course in this course I've already uploaded it. And here you can see what it looks like. So you can unfold these by clicking this downward arrow. You can see here, for example, I have some challenges as for measuring the progress on this stretching course. And we got 5 challenges. Now, if at any moment you want to actually preview, you can go here to the top. Next to unpublished, there's a button that says preview. You can click that. And there are 3 options. You can view the sales page as a visitor. You can view the course access page as a student, or you can view the course curriculum as a student. So let's see the course curriculum as a student. So this is what it looks like when a student actually joins in and logs in. So here you have all your lessons, and here is your video. So let me show you. Here's one of my videos in which I explain how to get the best results with our program. Now, I think for each of the videos, you can also put a thumbnail, and I will go into that on how to do that in another video. Now let's go back. Here we got pages, which are your sales page, your checkout page, and your thank you page. Now after that, we can decide on the pricing. Now you can have more than one option. I have one option, $99 one-time payment, and it's non-recurring. Now you can also say, if you have like a membership, you can say, you have an initial payment of $99 plus $25 a month. Now here you can also drip your content and you can set that up. You can have your automations. So when people come in and they join, there's an automatic set of emails going out. And then at the last part, you can view the students. Now at this time, I don't have any students in this course. So, but here you would be able to see all the details and their roles, their tags, and everything else. All right, so now let's go back one step. So let's go back here to courses, and let's show you now how to create a new one. So here we go. We create a new one. First thing you're going to do is you give it a name. So let's say I'm just going to call it Peter, like my name. And I'm going to give it a subtitle. Awesome man or awesome coach. It's just funny, right? And then you give a little summary of what the course is about. For example, in this course, we learn to be amazing. Now, of course, it's just something I write to kind of show you, right? And then you can say, create a course. And Zenler automatically creates the course. So the next step would be, so after the details, you're going to go down the line. So here, if you wanted to have let's say an introduction section. So this is a section title. You would say, let's say course introduction, course intro, and then you save the changes. All right, so we need to save the changes. Click add a lesson, and then this will pop up. So here you can give your lesson a name. So let's call it course introduction. Now you can make it a preview. You can enable discussions. Now I would say since Zenler also has communities, I would say leave the discussions off so that people will actually flock to your community and you have all questions in one area. But if you want to leave it on, you can do that as well. Now you can make it a draft and you can set as compulsory, and I'm not exactly sure what that is. It says here, if you set a lesson as compulsory, your students will need to complete that. Okay, so basically if you make it as a compulsory, that means they have to finish that before they can move on. Okay, so now let's take a look at this whole menu here. So you can upload your content in the form of a video, audio, ebook, PowerPoint, PDF, text, custom code, downloads, a quiz, a survey. You can add a coding HTML, an assignment, or you can even add a live class. So let's do this. For now, I'm just going to upload a video, and I'm going to find just a random video here. So I'm just going to upload this video. So you can see now it's going to take a little bit of time to upload. As you can see here, the bar is moving. And then once it's uploaded, it will display here. At the bottom of this, it says, we recommend compressing your video using Handbrake to optimize bandwidth. So Handbrake is a free app that you can download to compress videos. And this is especially helpful if you have long videos, because with long videos, oftenly, it makes things slower because it takes up all the space. But not only that, in Zenler, I think you have a 2 GB max upload. Okay, so now you can see the video is there. Now it's not totally displayed yet because in the background at Zenler, they're still processing it. If you click next to the video, you can of course throw it in the garbage and upload another video, or you can click this little pencil-looking thing here. You can enable video autoplay. That means when people come in, the video starts playing by itself. Now, after you've done that, you're going to save the changes. And we are done. You can see that right here. It says lesson updated successfully. And then you can go on. Now, if you wanted to add another section, so let's say this was all you had for introduction, and you wanted to add another section, you just simply click add a section, give it a name, and let's call it basics. And boom, here we have another section. And you save the changes. Now, if you, at any moment, you want to see kind of what it looks like, you can again view it right here, and you can see it is all right there. Of course, introduction, but for some reason, it didn't save basics. That means maybe I didn't save it yet. I thought I did, but now anyway, let's take a look at that again, refresh it. And basics is still not saved for some odd reason. But anyway, here you can see now normally here where it has the little book thing, this is where if you actually made a thumbnail for your course, this is where you would see that. Okay, so you can see it's very easy to build the course. Now let's say you've finished building your course and then you go to the pages. The pages and the way you change them are similar to how do you build a website on Zenler. So you can just click it, you can go into the page, and then you can edit and make your changes right there. Now it usually has a basic layout already. Now, of course, you can keep that or you can customize it. So you can make a little course introduction video and post it right here. You can add the colors, put a little background there, etc., etc. So however, you can make it look however you want to make it look. And then you got the checkout page right here. Now you can also do the same thing. You can make a lot of changes. And you got your thank you page, which the customer would receive after they've joined, whether it's a free or paid course. And then you got your course access page right here, in which you can see this, the way it's going to look. Now, this is also customizable. So let's say if I wanted the title here, let me see. Yes, so the title color, let's say I want it to be bright red, right? Okay, you can see it's changed to red. Okay, you can make it the way you want it. And you can add more things on it below. For example, you can add a new block here. And here it gives you some ideas, like you can add reviews or student testimonials, whatever you want to add. Then, of course, when you're done, save. And when it's done saving, sometimes this little thing pops up. Whenever you deal with pages, it is just for you to enter the SEO title, the metadata description, the metadata keywords, and a social image, which basically are all the things that Google or any search engine needs to basically identify what your course and your site is about. Now we're going to leave that for now. So I'm done. Then I'm going to go back. So we've done this. Basically, imagine you've now finished all these pages. Then you go to your price. Now you decide, add a price plan. So here are the options. You can make it a free, a one-time purchase, a subscription, kind of like a membership, and a payment plan, which basically means like you buy a course, but let's say the course costs $1,000 and you know that many people cannot just take out $1,000, then what you do is you make a payment plan and you let them pay it in 3 times. So let's choose the one-time payment. You go next. And then you simply decide on the price. You can choose US dollars or any other currency. Now let's say it's $99. You give it a name, you give it a description, and you can have a button that says buy now, but you can change that. Now you can add bullet points, set an enrollment limit, set availability, and set tiers. Now here it's also an important part. It says here community, so you can add any community that you have already created. Now I don't have any community created I can add, but you can add a community that comes, let's say, with the course. And then when you finish with that, you say finish. It needs a name. Let's just do this, and then just for the sake of it, finish, boom, then it's saved. So here it is. And then we leave these last 2 alone for now. And then when you're all done, right, when you've done it all, I would suggest always to double check everything, test everything to make sure it all works fine. In another video, I will show you how you can test your course to make sure everything is working properly. And when it's all set to go, you just simply push publish. And when you publish, right, and now let's say I go to my site, right, now this is my normal website, so I'm gonna leave it up very shortly because this is my actual live site, but here we are. And you can see now that course shows as Peter the Awesome Coach for $99. Now let me quickly delete that, otherwise somebody buys it and there's nothing in the course. So I'm going to delete the course. If you want to delete anything out, you simply go to the 3 buttons right here and you can edit it, clone it, or delete it. So I'm going to delete it. Your course will be permanently deleted. Confirm deletion, enter the phrase delete me. Delete, then press enter. And here we go. Okay, so this is how you simply build a course on Zenler. Now, if you have any interest to give Zenler a try, go to the link below to try it out for free. And the link will be in the description as well as pinned as the first comment right here on YouTube. All right, hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, feel free to leave me a comment, like and subscribe this video so that we can grow and reach more people. Thank you very much and see you in the next video. If you are interested in checking out new Zenler, they have a free option available for you to check it out. Just go down below and follow the link in the description. And I probably will pin it as the first comment. Alright, hope you enjoyed this video and see you in the next one.